opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
Okay, ready?
First carry here for Ashton Genty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Ready? 60 Bison, 18 Carter, 60, trap 60.
Second down pass play coming. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here we go, set. No, Viking 18, go.
On first down, it's Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Look at this. Tight end getting the carry here. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
So many offenses will script, Kate, the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser use stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
Going power with a big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. That one's complete, right side. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Nix from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Genty on the draw. Breaks the tackle. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. That play good for 17 and a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
To pass on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
It's a screen play to Genty. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back now, pressure coming. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
3rd and long for him here. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A little outside their comfort zone to try and field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down.
Set, go!
They're going to try and throw for it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down, play action. Forced out to his right. And they're able to take him down, and that sack is how we're going to end our 1st quarter of play. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this.
Okay,
Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Quick to the left, it's caught. And this one does not go far. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
go! Cowboys!
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it. 2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action with Nix. Man downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. McAllister now to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. Hit right at the line, and that is where he is stopped. So no gain on first down. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts some juice on it. That's complete inside the 35. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it. The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Second down now, 7 to go. Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
On 3rd down, Genty. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the handoff, here's Harvey. Rolling into enemy territory. Now he's past the 25. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos reduce the lead to just 4. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him on the crossing route. Down the left sideline he goes. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. Brock Bowers the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Next kick out wide, complete. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. That's more on the quick slant. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
2nd down, give to Harvey. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. Raiders with an extra DB out there. 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
This is one of the toughest tests yet of this game for the defense so far, Kate. And boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. To throw here on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now.
Go.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. This is Genty on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up fourth down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again. We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Nix off the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Short pass brought in. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. On the option, it's Shenty. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Chased out to his right. This ball's cut by Bowers. Keeps away from one. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send him back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Another throw here on second down. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He's going to throw it again. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Offense to the line for second down.
Ready? 70 Lions.
They'll toss it. Genty. And he's going to be bottled out just a few yards into that second down run.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down.
Go street.
Genty from the gun. And tackled just in time to prevent that first down. That brings up fourth and maybe a yard.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Offense staying out there on fourth. They say no to a 47-yard field goal.
Let's go. Go.
Trying to push this past the marker. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You know, so often, Kate, we talk about the little guys, right? Get them in space. But how about the big guys? When you can out-muscle them and get them the ball quick like that, They can put some yards together and move those chains.
All in left side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Back to throw now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Here we go. Hey, snap, Viking, 18. Buffalo, 18. 19, Lion. Trap 60. Go.
They'll air it out on third. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at a fourth down. For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough third and long. To the air on third and long. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Giving this to Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Raiders up by multiple touchdowns, and they've got the football. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders making a 3-score game in the fourth. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Rolling from the gun here. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Harvey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings them to 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Big strike here to Moore. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. All set now, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. Harvey gets it on the counter. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Third and long. They're going to throw. Has his man. It stops. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Go.
Straight ahead with Genty. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Sack. Bronco 80. Check.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And off to Genty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, sack. 19 Tiger.
Well, tight end this one. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
They'll throw, third and long. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. Here's Genty. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He gets it again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. 4 yards on the pickup. They need another 4. Third and goal coming up.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Kill.
And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming here from the 12. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Nix now on first and 10. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
All right, one more snap to play here. Here he goes, one final shot. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there as this game is over. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock, so is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good, chef feels good, kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good stacking these kind of wins in a row.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.